pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson.
Henderson goes in motion. What a play by Richardson. A ball fake to keep it.
Wentz on fourth down, protected to the back of the end zone. Pittman, touchdown.
To offense, go the Colts. Wow. Taylor's gone. Jonathan Taylor. Goodbye. Touchdown. Indy.
Welcome to the first official episode of my Indianapolis Colts franchise on Madden 24. Now, to my knowledge, I don't believe anyone else has also chosen the Colts, but I'll definitely say this now. If, a really big Madden creator ends up choosing the Colts, I may end up changing my team. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I don't want to, mess up anyone else's franchise, so if that ends up happening, I really don't mind switching. But for right now, Antho Schrambusch is now the new head coach of the Colts. So let's go ahead and go over this roster. It is an 80 overall team, 80 offense, 80 defense, just 80s across the board, but I'm a little surprised that it is an 80. Honestly, I thought this team would be somewhere in the 70s. It has a ton of different gaps, a bunch of different positions we can address in this year's offseason and further off seasons. But the man at the helm, the potential franchise quarterback of this team, he just doesn't make any sense how athletic this man actually is. Anthony Richardson, rookie out of Florida. He quite possibly could be the single most athletic quarterback ever. I don't know. He is not human. He looks like he was made in a lab. I don't understand how this man functions. But he has 95 throw power. Off rip as a rookie is bonkers. And 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 88 agility, 87 change of direction. This man is an insane athlete. Now, he definitely has his shortcomings, as a passer. 76 deep, 75 medium. He has 78 short. It's a little bit boosted right now, but that's typically a 76. So we're probably going to see some overthrows. And I'm probably going to get a little bit annoyed with him, honestly, playing these games. Because, if this game plays anything like previous Maddens, overthrows are super frustrating to deal with, but I'm hoping that cannon of an arm and hopefully the wheels can get me through some tough situations. I typically don't run with quarterbacks as much as I should, especially quarterbacks who have really good speed. I typically still look to, be a pocket passer, but hopefully this franchise allows me to, try to get better actually scrambling with Richardson. Maybe we can design a lot more quarterback runs, because also, I didn't even mention this, he's 244 pounds. 6'4". This man's not going to be tackled easily at all. I really hope that this Madden changed it where, if a quarterback gets hit with a tissue, he fumbles. That used to happen all the time. The moment the quarterback got contacted, regardless of the carrying, they would, pretty much always fumble. So if that switched around this year, I will definitely choose to run the ball quite a bit with Richardson, but we'll try that out the first couple of weeks, see if, every quarterback still fumbles like crazy. At the running back position, it's a little interesting, right? So we have Jonathan Taylor, who is still one of the best running backs in football. He's 24 years old, 90 overall, superstar dev. Very good player. There's a little bit going on, though, with him, behind the scenes. I don't know if he's going to be on the Colts. I really don't know what I'm going to do if the Colts end up trading him or something in real life. I'm not sure if I'll mimic that trade in the game because I really want to use Jonathan Taylor. I guess we'll kind of figure that out whenever it happens, if it happens, or if he sits out. I really don't know what's going on with Jonathan Taylor. I would like to use him. He's super, super talented. 94 speed, 92 break tackle. He has really good stats pretty much all across the board. I run the ball a ton with, my running backs and stuff in Madden, so he's going to get a lot of carries. The current number one receiver on the team is Michael Pittman Jr. Very comfortable with him being here for, a little while, actually. He's solid, 85 overall. Not the fastest receiver, but I guess 88 isn't awful. 93 catching, though. 93 catching traffic. Has really good hands, really good jumping, good route runner. He's just an overall really good number one wide receiver. And then we're going to move down the depth chart here a little bit. We got Josh Downs, a rookie out of UNC. 71 overall here for Downs, hidden development trait, which is really nice. 90 speed, 93 acceleration, good hands for a rookie as well with 84 catching, pretty good route running ability. He's an overall solid receiver as well. I need to get him starting from day one. Also, the number one kind of looks sick in my opinion. So I definitely need him playing. I don't know where he's going to play exactly just yet. Be like the 2 or the slot or something like that. Like, he's definitely going to be playing with the starters. Now, I'm pretty sure the best player on this entire team is Quentin Nelson. I could be wrong. Maybe someone on the defense is higher rated, but Quentin Nelson here, 92 overall superstar dev. Yeah, he's absolutely never leaving this team. I'm always going to pay him whatever he wants. He is one of the best guards in football. Still pretty young. He's only 27, has a couple more years before he really starts regressing here in Madden. And, you know, he's just incredible. Doesn't really do anything poorly when it comes to being an offensive lineman. So he's definitely going to be a staple of this offensive line for as long as I'm controlling this team, I guess. This offensive line in general is pretty good. We got Ryan Kelly. We got Raymond at left tackle. Braden Smith, right tackle. Like, a pretty solid group. You know, a couple of these guys I will probably replace in the near future. Like, Ryan Kelly's getting pretty old. He's 30, only a 77. If we're not doing well this season, maybe we look to ship him off early. I guess I should probably check out his contract. Like, if he is on a contract year this year, then we will definitely ship him off. He actually has 2 years remaining on his contract, so maybe we keep him this year and then trade him next season. I could still even just bite the cap hit or whatever and trade him this year. I don't know. But Ryan Kelly, definitely a player we're looking to replace in the near future. Braden Smith is a little bit younger, I believe. 27, 82 overall, same age as Quentin Nelson, so he's actually good for a couple seasons still. Let's actually check out his contract. He has 3 years left on his contract. I'm kind of comfortable to keep him for that whole time, I think. He also has no interest in re-signing, so maybe if we even make it there, the last year of his contract, we can try to, you know, get rid of him. Mo Alley-Cox starting at tight ends, but I kind of want Jelani Woods potentially moving up here and playing the number 1 position because star dev, 6'7", 253 pounds. 85 speed, 78 catching. Like, how can I not start this guy? 87 excel, good spectacular catch, good catch in traffic. Like, I think he has to be the number 1 tight end. Mo Alley-Cox is pretty good, but Jelani Woods just looks way more fun, you know, to actually use in this game. Then over on the defensive side, we have DeForest Buckner, our sole superstar X Factor. He's still very good, but the issue is this is probably the highest overall he is going to reach. He is 29 years old. So I feel like even if he gets any experience points, maybe he'll go up like once throughout the season, once or twice maybe, but then after that, like the following year, he's probably going to regress like 2 or 3 overall points. He's still a really good player though. I should probably keep him for at least this season. Again, another player we should look at the contract of. He has 2 years left on his contract, so I think we at least keep him for this one and then maybe ship him off next year or in the off season. I don't know just yet, but he might not be on the team for much of next season, I can tell you that much. Grover Stewart, the other D tackle, he's actually really solid, 85 overall star dev. This team has a pretty good defensive tackle duo, actually more than that, very good defensive tackle duo. Really good block shed here on Grover Stewart, decent power moves, I guess, good strength, good tackle, good play rec, good awareness. But another player who's getting up there in age, star dev, I don't really know what I want to do with these older players. I would like to replace a lot of these guys if possible, so we'll kind of see how that goes. Grover Stewart has 1 year left on his contract. This is his final season with the squad. I could re-sign him for pretty cheap, potentially. I don't actually know. It kind of depends on how badly he regresses after this year. But I guess we'll decide that when the time comes. We got Kwity Paye here at left end. Star dev, 77 overall, 24 years old. I would like him to develop on this team. I want to at least try to get him into the 80s, maybe up to superstar dev from some kind of like breakout challenge or something. He still has a ton of room to grow. Pretty good block shed actually and good power moves. He might actually get back to the passer quite frequently for us. That would be huge. Our right end is Samson Ebukam, or Ebukam, however it's pronounced. I don't know. I think I've always said Ebukam. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? You know, there's not much with him though. He's 28 years old. I remember he used to be actually like super good in old Maddens to have in like a rebuild. He's pretty athletic as well. I just don't really imagine he's going to be on this team for very long. Moving up though to the linebackers, we got Shaq Leonard, 86 overall, only normal dev. I'm not really sure what I want to do with him. He's still good, obviously has that overall. Looking at a lot of contracts today, but let's take a look at what Shaq Leonard has here. He has 4 years left. We kind of can't get rid of him. I mean, that's fine. We'll have at least one really good linebacker for the next 4 seasons. I feel like even at the end of that contract, probably be close to an 80. And at that point, we can easily get rid of him, but maybe we can restructure this. I think that's a feature in this game now. Restructure contract, it's right here. I don't really want to do that right now, but it is an option. It'll free up cap for the current season. So let's not do that now. We should have a decent amount of cap right now. But if we're ever trying to compete and we can try to save some cap, maybe bring in a player, then we can restructure Shaq Leonard. But for now, I'm going to let it go. The rest of the linebackers, not much to say right here with the starters. Honestly, 69 overall, 73 overall. I mean, Zaire Franklin is like our next best linebacker, so we should probably play a little bit. But yeah, he's not going to be like a focal point of the defense, I'll tell you that much. We got Julian Blackmon and Nick Cross starting at safety. Both fairly young. Cross a good bit younger though. Julian Blackmon's 25, star dev, only a 75. He's not that bad. He's at least like a starting caliber player for us this year. If he can maybe go up in dev, he can stay on the team long term. I'm not really sure though. And then Nick Cross, only normal dev, but he was a rookie last year, 21 years old, still very young. And I think he has some pretty good stats. 92 speed, 96 acceleration, 74 zone. Actually a really solid, strong safety. I didn't even realize 84 hit power is really good for a 71 overall player. So I think I really want to try to develop him on the defense. And I think we could do that fairly easily. Hopefully we can get like a dev trait scenario for him or something throughout the season. We got Kenny Moore. He's listed as cornerback number 1, but he's definitely going to be the slot corner on this team. A very solid slot corner, 84 overall, 5'9", kind of fits that mold a little bit. 89 speed, not fantastic, but it's fine. 92 acceleration is solid, good coverage ability. He's just a solid cornerback, not too much more to say about him. Another hidden development trait player. We got Julius Brents, rookie from Kansas State, 6'3". Definitely want him playing on the boundary. Doesn't have great speed, but he does have a good frame to hopefully box out some of these bigger receivers. His press coverage is also really solid. Pretty good zone, really good acceleration and agility, also jumping. So hopefully he can get some, nice like jump ball interceptions or something. But 6'3", 200 pounds, I like that for a cornerback. And then I'm really not sure who to play as the cornerback number 3. Probably Darius Rush for right now. Rookie out of South Carolina, 23 years old, 6'2", 93 speed. He actually adds some much needed speed to this cornerback group, so I don't mind him and Brent's being the boundary corners. And then we can have Kenny Moore play the nickel. That's not too bad. Well, actually, I should say the boundaries aren't great. That's really not that good. A 74 overall and a 69 overall. Nice, but not fantastic to actually have on your team. Cornerback is a position I would like to upgrade in the draft. It's fun drafting stud corners that have like 99 speed. One of my favorite things to do in this game, honestly. So, especially with Kenny Moore regressing after this season, most likely, I think corner is a position we're going to look to target. Probably linebacker as well, maybe edge. Almost every position here on the defense, I should say. We're probably going to try to target, even D-tackle, because I would like to move on from these guys in the next couple of seasons. We have a lot of positions to fill, though. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the offense, too. I can't believe I forgot to talk about Gardner Minshew. The man who probably has... Oh, do I want to say this? Is this a hot take? I don't know if this is a hot take, but he might have the best mustache in football. He might. I'm not sure. I can't think of anyone else right now, but, I mean, Gardner Minshew at least needs to be near the top. Like... Just on that alone, he's a 99 overall, I think. But anyway, he's a good backup. Actually, I don't mind having him as a backup quarterback. If anything happens to Richardson, I really don't mind Gardner Minshew playing. But we talk about some other players on this team who will probably see some playing time. One of those players is this man. I'm going to try to pronounce his last name. Is it Adebaware? Adebaware? I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm very sorry. Someone might have to let me know in the comments, because if he makes the play, I'm gonna have to say his name at some point. But this man is also another freak athlete, kind of. 6'2", 282, huge man. 282 pounds is wild to have. 89 speed, 92 acceleration, 84 strength. Really interesting player. Now his like block shed and stuff isn't very good, but just based off of like pure athleticism, he has to play like opposite Kwity Paye, I'd rather have him playing than Ebukam pretty easily. I don't really think it's much of a conversation, even though he's only a 66. He is a rookie, so he has a ton of room to grow. Maybe we can get him like a development trait scenario, because to go up to star, it's like, what, 1 tackle for loss or something? That's not that hard to get. So I really want him playing somewhere. Now, our linebackers, are pretty bad on this team, so I might try to give Cameron McGrone some playing time. 88 speed is really good. At linebacker, 91 excel. Not great tackling or pursuit, but maybe if I user him, that doesn't matter as much. I don't really know, but I mean, he's an intriguing player. I think I'd rather him playing middle linebacker than EJ Speed. Or maybe we can have Olabi play because he has 90 speed. He's only a 61. Yikes. I mean, the Colts draft a lot of really athletic players, I gotta say. But mechanically, they're not that great sometimes, it seems like. But honestly, in Madden, like, athletes are pretty much all that matter. Or at least, you know, how to have fun with the game. You just draft the most athletic player most of the time. But I mean, 84 hit power is not too bad. I don't know who we play at middle linebacker, but we have some options. I also did not mention Alec Pierce. 74 overall, 23 years old, 6'3", pretty good size for a starting receiver here, 92 speed. I definitely want him, you know, getting in the mix. Like, my third overall receiver, I typically don't throw to that often. But, you know, him being the number 3, I'm actually very comfortable with. We'll probably have Michael Pittman just be the number 1. We can have Pierce be the 2, maybe like the other boundary receiver or whatever. And then Josh Downs could probably play the slot. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Josh Downs, his best route running ability is short. So I think that's actually a pretty good loadout there for the receivers. What I'm going to more realistically end up doing is I'm going to have Josh Downs play the 2, but also play him in the slot. So then whenever a slot receiver is on the field, that's where he goes, and then Pierce can just fill in the number 2 spot. I also feel like we have to get Blake Freeland involved. He's 6'8", 302, rookie tackle from BYU. He's an agile tackle. Maybe I can kick him inside to guard? I think that has to happen. He's too young, and his overall's too nice not to get him starting somewhere. And, like, our starting right guard sucks. So I think that's a no-brainer. I feel like he has to play right guard. Anyway, though, that's all I have for you guys today. It has been so long since I've played Madden, and I'm actually genuinely excited to get back into the franchise. I'm really excited to start this one. I can't wait to draft some prospects. It's just going to be a jolly old time. So if you'd like to potentially see how far I get in this series and how good I can make the Colts, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. It would help me out a ton. Thank you so much for watching one final time, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.